Hello everyone, welcome back to Web and Apps. In my last video, I covered little tags about HTML, the basic tags, the starting tags of HTML. Today we'll be looking ahead few more tags which are the part of document structure tag. So let's get started. Today we'll be seeing heading tag. These tags are used to display heading. Now what do we understand by heading? In any of the document, whether it's a Word file, for example, if we take, we write something in that Word file, but we want that to be prominently visible to know the content which is following is based on that heading. So what we do, we select that, we make it bold, or we give it a different size or a different font to it. Same as what is the work of the heading tag. Heading tag has its own predefined format. It has a range from H1 to H6. So H1 being the highest font and H6 being the lowest format. Heading, when you write it, you will be seeing that is having the largest header with a font weight and a font boldness also. While you move to H6, it will be bold, but the size compared to H1 will be little smaller. Like in a Word file, when we select a font, we give the range, the value for the size. Sometimes we give it as 9, sometimes we give it as 14, sometimes we give it as 16, sometimes we give it as 22. But that we have an option to select what size we want. But here it is already defined. What is the size? It is predefined. That's why H1 has a specific size and it goes into the decreasing format. H1 to H6. H1 being the largest and H6 being the smallest. The format is write the heading tag followed by the text followed by the heading tag. So whatever you have mentioned, if it's H1 tag, then you have to do a closing as an H1. If you're doing H2, then you have to do the closing as H2. So on and so forth till the H6. So I have taken a small example where I have given H1. This is my first page and I have given H1 closing. So what is going to happen? It will be showing me the display in the form of an H1 heading option. This is my first page, will be having the font weight and a size and a height based on the H1 tag. You also have an attribute with the H1 that is align that you can give it as right. In Word file also, when we give any text, we want it center, we have an option to go and select there. There we always see there is a left, right, center and justify. Over here we have left, right and center. So right now I have given it as right. So my H1 tag will be appearing on the right hand side of my browser page. Demo for this will be coming up in my next video. The next tag is paragraph tag. This tag is used for creating the paragraphs in web pages. It is used inside the body of file. That means your paragraph tag followed by the text and closing the paragraph tag. Whatever you write in it, it will be considered as an individual paragraph. So that's what the paragraph tag stands for. The next tag which is there is BR tag. This is a very important tag. Why? When we write a code in Notepad or any other software, we have an option to use enter. We can enter and it will go on to the next line. But onto the browser page, it doesn't understand that it's an enter. It just considers it as a space. So whenever we want a line break, that means a content to be started on a new line, you need to write a BR tag. Then only the content will move to the next line. So BR tag also called as line break tag. Format which I have mentioned, text, BR, text. So I am continuously writing some text and in between I have put BR and then I have written in the line. So the output on my browser page will be first line will be this is a break and second line will be in the line. So this is a break and in the line. will be coming up in two different lines. So that is what is the use of BR tag. Next is the HR tag, which stands for horizontal rule. Horizontally, it will draw a rule or means a line onto your page. So that is why it's called as a horizontal rule. So whichever position you want a horizontal line to be drawn onto your screen, you just need to mention HR. So if you see in the example, this is the test of the tag and I have mentioned HR tag. So it will print this is the test of the tag onto my browser page, and after that it will draw a horizontal line on my page. So that is the use of HR tag. Next is the comment tag. We know comment is something to comment on a particular context. In our programming concepts, we write comment for us to remember what is that code stand for. So here the format of writing a comment is angular bracket, exclamatory mark, double dash, followed by the text that describes what you are commenting, followed by double dash and the angular bracket. This is the format of your comment tag. Now, comments are always there inside the code for us to know what the code is all about. So comments are not visible onto your browser page. So that is the work of comment tag for us to remember what are we coding and what is the code meant for. So that at later instant when we want to view the code, we will understand what does that code stand for. That's all for this video. Demo for all these tags will be coming up in my next video. Do watch, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.